One people, one nation, one destiny is Guyana's motto, and while the country is multi-ethnic, multicultural and multi-religious, the vision of His Excellency President David Granger is to build a socially cohesive Guyana where there is equitable access to resources and harmonious relations among all people of the country. On this episode of Government in Action, we examine how the input of citizens, religious groups and other stakeholders is expected to meet the aspirations of President Granger, who is confident that the country's diversity is an asset that will propel it to greater heights. The multi-stakeholder roundtable on social cohesion for lasting peace and unity, held on September 3-4, 2015, was intended to serve as a vital mechanism through which citizen perspectives, ideas and recommendations can be presented to support the identification of key issues, opportunities and best practices in bringing an ethically divided society together. The government of Guyana believes that diversity adds to Guyana's richness and uniqueness as a nation and should be celebrated. The head of state believes that the absence of social cohesion in a diverse country would inflict unbearable social and economic costs. On May 5, the country observed Arrival Day, and at the official commemorative event at Highbury East Berbice Quarantine, President Granger said that the country's diversity must be protected, ensuring that everyone coexists in peace and shows mutual respect for the validity of each other's culture.
Social cohesion had to be built gradually and deliberately, family by family, community by community. Social cohesion had to be built from the commencement of indentured immigration in 1835 when the Portuguese came. Social cohesion, therefore, was due in no small measure to the efforts of all to accept each other's values, each other's beliefs, and each other's differences.
The thrust of social cohesion, the President pointed out, lies in the answer to the fundamental question of how diverse peoples can live together in a multicultural, multi-religious society. He said that social cohesion is a work in progress and urged that it not be taken for granted. The President proposed that social cohesion be achieved by paying homage to each group, noting that it is only by recognition and paying respect to the people that differences would not be obscured and ignorance would be eradicated, allowing real integration to be achieved.
It is this diversity which will lead to prosperity and into a common future for us all. My brothers and sisters, Indian integration arose as an essential element in nation building. Resilience in the face of adversity on the plantations, the relevance of culture amidst the new conditions, and the recognition of the need to develop respectful relations with the other races in our society contributed to the creation of the cohesive state that we enjoy today.
Reflecting on the struggles of our ancestors, President Granger reminded that on the plantations they were treated as unequal members of society, noting too that the onus is on this generation to eradicate inequality in Guyana by building an inclusionary society. Expressing similar sentiments as the head of state was Region 6 Chairman Mr. David Armagan, who said that it is imperative that all Guyanese learn from the examples of their ancestors who lived in unity with each other.
And one of the major characteristics that kept them going was they lived in unity and harmony, not only among the indentured laborers that came, because once they came in the same ship, they saw themselves as brothers and sisters, or jihadis, they would call them. So they lived very nicely, and they also coexisted very well in unity and harmony with slaves who began to work in small places where they had bought.
The President's message of social cohesion is one which is also reiterated throughout the country by other government officials. Minister of State Mr. Joseph Harmon, speaking at an outreach in the East Coast Demerara village of Monrepo earlier this month, underscored the importance of everyone working together for the development of Guyana. The minister pointed to the inclusionary and non-discriminatory nature of the administration as it relates to access to resources and services, and said that political affiliation, ethnicity, or any other factor does not determine which communities government will assist.
We have to ensure that all of our communities are developed in an equitable way. We cannot have one area of a community developed and the other one left back because of political voting patterns. We cannot have one area developed and another one left back because of ethnic polarization. We require in our country a cohesive society. We require in our country a oneness of purpose. And that is the only way we can actually take the benefit of all that is happening in our country.
Minister Harman said that the administration has placed significant focus on strengthening the capacity of the people and improving their lives, and will continue to do so as the country progresses, citing that the country is on the cusp of greatness given the prospects of the oil discovery. He was, of course, speaking to the offshore oil discovery made by U.S. oil giant ExxonMobil in an area known as the Stabroek Block. In January 2017, ExxonMobil also announced positive results from its Payara-1 well offshore Guyana. Payara is ExxonMobil's second oil discovery on the Stabroek Block. Social cohesion is aimed at encouraging greater equality and building bridges across the boundaries of class, ethnicities, gender, and geography. As such, the Ministry of Social Cohesion has sought to ensure that these tenets remain the core subject of their mandate. On May 11, Guyana observed its second annual Social Cohesion Day, and Minister of Social Cohesion Dr. George Norton said that government is now better positioned to build a unified Guyana. He called on every Guyanese to do all that is possible to ensure social cohesion becomes a reality. While acknowledging that the road ahead is a long one, Minister Norton said that with consistent efforts, the country will arrive where it needs to be and live up to the country's motto of one people, one nation, one destiny. This, he said, can be achieved since his ministry now has a more structured and systematic approach to advancing the social cohesion agenda. That is, the Social Cohesion Strategic Plan 2017 to 2021.
The implementation plan outlines the direction or the initiatives the ministries would undertake over the next following 5 years. The effective implementation requires that we all work together as one people to ensure that we chart the way forward to achieving social cohesion. Everyone has a role to play in the process, as we're all architects.
Representatives of the three main religious groups in Guyana echoed the resounding call for tolerance and respect for each other's religion, and underscored the vital importance of unity in building a progressive Guyana. Director of Education of the Central Islamic Organization of Guyana, Sheikh Moeen Ul-Haq, said that the three religions have many things in common, especially the concept of unity and respect, which are pivotal to the advancement of any society.
We must accept diversity as a fact of life, and it is one of the signs of the Creator, of His power to create human beings, different races, different languages, etc., etc., and nothing is wrong with this. In fact, in the Holy Quran, the final revelations to mankind, God Almighty has made this point very clear. We made you into nations and tribes, not for you to despise each other, but that you may learn from each other.
Chairman of the Hindu Core Group Ministry of Social Cohesion, Mr. Jaidev Dudnaut, said that without unity, the nation cannot move forward. Therefore, it is imperative that all groups unite in pursuit of the common goal of development.
I think what is needed, that we have to do much more awareness, so to speak, to tell our children, especially they're coming up now, let them know how important is unity, how it is imperative that we should learn to appreciate and tolerate other people's culture. So they, like all other religious grouping, Hinduism Hindus have a pivotal role, a critical role to disseminate and to create this awareness among the following.
Senior pastor of the Eccles Assemblies of God, Pastor Michael Pereira, called on Guyanese to think beyond their personal sphere of activities, noting that it is inconceivable that meaningful development can take place in the absence of unity.
Unity ensures progress, it ensures development, and it will definitely result in a sense of belonging. No man is an island, no man stands alone. One British word, I think, made that statement. So unity is of vital importance.
This administration continues to push its mandate of bringing the people together, and the work of the ministry seeks to ensure that Guyana develops a healthy environment where diversities are embraced and conflicts resolved. The ministry endeavors to do this by looking at several initiatives, which include the reduction of income disparities caused by poverty, eradication of inequality, embracing of inclusivity at both the political and social levels, reducing unemployment, ensuring equal access to education, harmonizing social relations, and effective management of the country's multiculturalism. This is Jasmine Payne. Thank you for joining us.